My name is Dr. Sandy Morgan. I am the director of Vanguard University's Global Center for Women and Justice. And I am so happy you came today. It would have been awful to have all these pastries to myself. So, I did hear that there's some traffic and a few people are delayed, but we're going to get started anyway because we also have virtual attendees. And I don't even know where to look to say hello to them. Hello out there in the internet cyberspace. And this is one of the complexities of our topic today. Because of the internet, we have friends around the world joining us today. Isn't that great? We also have friends from all over joining us here. Let's shout out where you're from. I know we have a friend from Alaska. It's really hard to come to Southern California, isn't it? In March. There you go. Texas is in the house. Who else? Where are you from? Colorado is here. Anybody? Arizona, good. Anybody from Madrid, Spain? Woo, there you go. All right, we are very grateful to have you here today. I want to point out first that the information on the screen is a little cut off here. I'm going to introduce our partners from Orange County Department of Education. Our Vanguard President, Michael Beals, will give a greeting as well. But first, some housekeeping. Someone already asked me, where are the restrooms? They're through these doors right here. We have to keep one open so you can get back in, all right? Restrooms right through there. Also, there is a Wi-Fi connection for you, special for this room, so you can sign on and have access to the internet. And then there is a Slido number. I click to the next slide, please. And you will see the Slido number.
The Slido number is also on the table.
Oh, the Slido number is on the table. And can you just give it up for our senior coordinator for the Global Center, Meredith Reuter, because she made sure we were ready to have you here today. So I just want to thank the Lord for this day. I want to ask for travel mercies for those still on their way. We are so grateful that we can come together as a community and address this issue. Amen. I always think about why we're doing this conference and what our goal is. And so I want to frame this conference for you. I am so grateful for the number of university students that are here and those taking this for credit. Dr. Miramontes, this whole class, they're taking it for credit. He wants to go sit with you. If you're taking this for credit, stand up. Because the rest of you, just thank them, because the reason I get to do this is I'm required in my job description to have this as a course every year. Thank you. We also have a team of students from American Indian College. Where are you? Stand up. Yay, there they are. And we're going to be doing their Ensure Justice again in a few weeks, our third time. So what is our goal here today? I really admire Ernie Allen, co-founder of the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. He's been a mentor and occasionally a speaker here at Vanguard. He loves to tell the story. You know, those of us who have been around along, we tell the same stories over and over again. Ask my grandchildren. But that's okay, because then eventually I remembered, oh, I need Ernie Allen's story. He loves to tell the story about the law enforcement complaints about cars when they first hit the road. He said that the crooks could go faster than the law enforcement people could on their horses. So guess what they wanted to do? They wanted to outlaw cars. Well, yeah, maybe that would have been a good idea, right? With our traffic, but it was something they had to figure out a way to live with. And safety for everyday people was problematic. So parents would scramble to get their children out of the streets, and that led to the birth of crosswalks. So I got really interested in crosswalks, and I found out that crosswalks have been part of how to deal with society's travel for centuries, and actually more than a couple thousand years. In the ancient city of Pompeii, before the eruption of Mount Vesuvius in AD 79, that preserved the first known crosswalk, we see a crosswalk that was made of blocks of stone to stop the chariots running over people in the road. I don't think we would like to have blocks of stone now for our crosswalks, but pedestrians could cross the street without being, have fear of being brought down by the approaching chariots. The first history of a modern crosswalk was in London in 1868 when a railroad engineer invented a semaphore arm attached to red and green lights to direct traffic on the road. And the arm would be lowered by the policeman so that people could cross the street. As happens many times with our new ideas, some things didn't work well. And actually, because the lights were not electric, they were gas lights, it blew up. So we're going to make mistakes in figuring out how to get our kids safe online. In the 30s, more and more cars were on the road and various designs were tested. The one that was used for a while used metal studs in the road, but they figured out that the cars didn't feel the studs until it was too late. So thinking about this as we're trying to develop strategies to keep our kids safe, think about the different processes. In 1951, the zebra crossing kind of became the norm, black and white stripes. Most of us have something like that in our neighborhoods. Then we added yellow. We have some that are 3D. We have some that are have lights that when you enter the crosswalk, the lights come. It's motion sensor detection. And we have countdown timers, and those countdown timers now in many places have audio in case the person trying to cross the street is vision impaired. So we just keep getting better and better, and I expect the same kind of response in making our kids safe online. It's 2024, and the question that I want to answer at this conference is, where is our crosswalk for safe passage on the internet? What does it look like? It's not going to be the stone blocks of Pompeii or an exploding light or zebra stripes and countdown signals. Every school has a crosswalk, and you have crosswalk guards, school guards. That crosswalk is a social contract to protect a child from a 2-ton monster. When the child is young, we have crosswalk guards. When the child is very young, we hold their hands. But every school has a crosswalk. Let me make this statement one more time. That crosswalk is a social contract to protect a child. As a society, we have to commit to how we keep our children safe online. A child does not have, you're going to hear from some great speakers today, a child does not have the intellectual capacity to really tell the difference between what is a harmful pipe in real life and when it's online. I believe this conference will help us better understand how we can design a crosswalk that offers safe passage to explore the wonders of the internet that bring us in touch with culture on the other side of the world, that expose us to science and the intricacies of the bottom of the sea, and connect as a global community to make a social contract to protect our society. I'm pretty impressed with the capacity of the people in this room. There are teachers, there are administrators, there are community leaders, there are social workers, but we all have a common goal to make sure our children are safe online. And this next generation is going to take it to a level that's much better than our initial efforts that may look to them like great big blocks in Pompeii.